this lesson, we are going to multiply binomials using the FOIL method. Multiplying binomials is something that we want to do a lot of times in algebra. And here's 3 examples of the types of binomials we might want to multiply together. Let's start. Now, FOIL is an acronym that stands for first, outer, inner, and last. And that refers to the terms of the binomials and the order that you multiply them in. I like to say first outie, innie, last, and think of belly buttons because they're cute. I also like to draw arrows to remind myself which terms I've already multiplied and which ones I still need to multiply. So first means that we multiply the first terms of each binomial. So x times x, and that'll give me x squared. Next, I multiply the outer numbers, which means the x times the 3 to give me 3x. Then the inner numbers, 2 times x, and finally the last numbers, which gives me 6. And doing it like this, make sure that you get everything in the proper order. Usually, if you have something in this form, x plus something times x plus something, the 2 middle terms will be like terms, and you'll want to combine them, and then you get a trinomial. Later on, we'll go backwards and factor that trinomial back into its binomials. And that's going to be easier if you really understand how we multiply them. Now, if you want to get really visual, you can use the box method. I like it just as much as FOIL. In fact, I might like it better. If you are a visual learner, I highly recommend it. Now, this is a beautiful box that I've got here, but it doesn't take long just to scribble out a box on your paper. It doesn't need to be fancy. And this is a little multiplication chart. So in this upper left-hand box, I'm going to multiply x times x to get x squared. Then in the upper right-hand box, I'll multiply x times 2 and get 2x. Notice that I put the sign right with the number that it precedes. And that's in case I have a negative. I don't want to put a negative in the middle because I might forget to multiply it. So I just make a habit of putting the signs with the number. Now the bottom left-hand box is going to give me 3x, and the bottom right-hand box is going to be 3 times 2, or 6. And then what's nice is the diagonal connects the like terms. So we add up those guys, and we get x squared plus 5x plus 6, just like we did when we FOILed. You can use whichever method you prefer. Let's try another example. This one has a little bit more going on. We've got a negative, we've got coefficients in front of our x terms, but that's okay. It's still going to work out fine. Let's do it using FOIL, since that's what this lesson is. So I'm going to use my arrows. First, 2x times 3x. That gives me 6x squared. Second, 2x times negative 9. That gives me negative 18x. Third, I like to move to the bottom for my arrows. 7 times 3x gives me plus 21x. And finally, the last numbers, 7 times negative 9 gives me negative 63. And of course, we're going to want to combine the middle terms, which gives me 6x squared plus 3x minus 63. And we've done it.